We are often told today that America's founding fathers, for the most part, were unbelievers, men of the Enlightenment who had outgrown any need for the Bible. In fact, one modern book, often taught in law schools, it has no footnotes, and it's called The Godless Constitution, and it asserts that the founders intended America to be a secular state. But what is the witness of history on this matter?
In the first 300 or so years of American history, love of the Bible led to widespread literacy, and widespread literacy led to love of liberty.
The antecedents for America's roots, the thinking that went into the founding documents, as analyzed by historians, indicate that the three predominantly quoted authors were Montesquieu, Blackstone, and Locke, in that order. That suggests to me, and I think other thinkers, that this is the very clear biblical underpinning of America. Their writings, the checks and balances that Montesquieu wrote about, had to do with the depravity of man. It wasn't a confidence in man. It was a notion that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
The Bible is overwhelmingly the majority source of quotations by not just the primary founding fathers, the sorts of people we think of like Washington and Jefferson and Franklin and Madison and so on, but of all of the various pamphlet writers, the tractarians leading up to the Revolution. The book of Deuteronomy by itself is quoted more times than any other source, including Montesquieu and Locke. And so those who think that the American founders really based their thought on the Enlightenment, particularly the French Enlightenment, are ignoring the vast majority of the sources of quotes that they used. They went to the Bible for their understanding of just government, for their understanding of justice itself, and for their understanding of the kind of people who ought to be entrusted with public office.
Where if not for the Bible, there would be no United States of America. If it were not for the Bible, there would be no Constitution to the United States of America.
The divine book, above all others, favors that equality among mankind, that respect for just laws, and all those sober and frugal virtues which constitute the soul of republicanism. Benjamin Rush.
But already, by around 1800, founding father Dr. Benjamin Rush could see that a day could come when and if schools could ignore teaching the Bible. What if such a day came? Asked Rush.
I lament that we waste so much time and money in punishing crimes and take so little pains to prevent them. Benjamin Rush.
What has been the result in modern days of the intense secularization of our schools? Well, we have kicked God out of the schools, and in His place, we've had to install metal detectors, knowing that we must all give an account to God, which is a fact, makes a huge difference in people's behavior. It did back then, it does now. America is overdue for a major reformation. For Providence Forum, I'm Jerry Newcombe.